all here. So we'll get into our yoga flow and sound healing. And so this is your first class. I'll give you a little overview. So nice and restorative. So we'll do 45 minutes of our yoga flow, a 15-minute sound healing. And basically, to give some perspective on intention, I set an intention for each class. And ironically, I write them well in advance, and then they always seem to be like the perfect intention of the day. And we've been working up some different emotions, like an emotional chart. And today's intention that I'm setting for the group is acceptance. So what comes up there is like accepting the discomfort, accepting the controllables, the uncontrollables, and using this hour as just a nice little reset to accept our circumstances while also then being empowered to move from that place and like use this space to recharge so that we have the capacity to do so. So that's my intention. So all good stuff, and Ben, we'll have you go next.
I'm Ben, and my synchronicity from the acceptance part is continuing to accept / step into some of the gifts that I was given. And the specific word would be source. Is the best way I could say it.
I love that.
But yeah, acceptance of oneself, for sure.
I love it. Source, utilizing your gifts. Asghari, how about you?
Accept, but also lean into the universal magic. Have faith. Faith.
Yeah, that was a big one for me today too, just faith. And so we'll say our name and then just a one-word intention of how you want to feel. It can be related or unrelated to the one that I set for everyone.
Yeah, so my name's Namita. I think my intention for today as it relates to what you just said is like really just the idea of control, like letting go of that control. I think it's just really hard to do in general, so definitely the component of faith, but just kind of like surrendering, honestly. And I think I need to do that more, and it's hard.
Yes, yeah, I'm like, you are not alone there. I love this group so much, and let's all do that together. So we'll get started flat on our back. I love the thread that we have to support each other. And this hour is going to be just a beautiful reset of your mind, your body, your energy. So let's begin today. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Big breath in, breathing in that energy from source. Exhale, sigh it out. Another breath in, fill your heart with that love. Exhale, letting go. One more breath in, filling your heart all the way. Exhale, release. Placing your hands flat on the floor for some grounding. Beginning as we always do with our slow windshield wipers side to side. And just using this hour-long practice today to really find that acceptance, that faith, that surrender, and that source within yourself, all related threads here. And knowing that by the end of this practice, you will feel grounded and whole. Get one last windshield wiper here. Let's take our left ankle outside of our right knee. Exhale and pull the right knee to the floor, 30-second hold. Today's practice, we're going to move extra slow, extra intentionally. Our practice is usually quite restorative, but really taking extra slow breaths, really extra gentleness and compassion. Switching to the other side, cross your right ankle outside of your left knee. Exhale, pull the left knee towards the floor and hold. the support of the ground beneath your body. Maybe closing your eyes for the first time today. One more breath here. Coming back to the center, make sure we center our hips, tuck your tailbone. Let's lift the right leg to the sky and just a static hold for our hamstring stretch today. 30 seconds here, pulling that shin towards you. And in theme with the word of acceptance, just accepting whatever our body has to give today. However much we can give is the perfect place to be. We'll let go of the right leg and switch into the left side. Left leg comes up, grabbing that calf, 30-second hold, static hamstring stretch. And knowing the more that we resist, whether it's in our body or in our life, the harder things are. And the more that we trust and accept and surrender and let go, softening, the easier everything becomes. Letting go of that left side. Let's take our right knee, hug it into the center of your chest, 30-second hold. And just notice, how gentle can you be with yourself over this hour? Giving yourself the compassion that you would give to a friend. Being extra gentle and compassionate with where your mind goes. Placing the right foot down, switching to the left side. Left knee hugs into the chest and hold. Taking slow, deep breaths here. If anything feels tight or tense, seeing if you can soften a bit more. Letting go of the left side, switching to the right leg again. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Supine figure 4, lifting the left foot off the ground. A gentle 30-second static hold here. Full belly breaths, pressing that belly up to the sky. And soft exhales, trying to pull the shin a bit closer to your chest, driving the right knee away. Letting go of the right side, switching to the left side, figure 4, crossing that left ankle over the right leg, and then lifting the foot off the ground, 30-second hold. Just notice if you're already feeling a bit more relaxed than when you arrived. Staying so gentle with the breath. Easy with the movements today. Really down regulating our nervous system. Letting go of that side. One more stretch on each leg here. Right leg bends to 90 degrees. Exhale, pull the leg across the body, supine twist. Just a gentle, static hold. Letting your body just melt into the floor. Just enough resistance to feel the depths of the stretch, but not so much that we feel like we're forcing. Great job with the breath. One more breath here. Letting go of that side and switching to the other side. Last one here of our single side stretches. Left side supine twist. Looking over that left shoulder. And again, can you find a space that you feel the potency of the stretch without forcing, without controlling, but see what it would feel like to soften and let gravity do a bit more of that work for you. Letting go of that side, coming back to the center. 2 more flat on our back here. Inch your feet outside of your mat, and then exhale, let your knees fall together, concaving in towards the center. You'll feel a deep stretch underneath the glutes, into those hip capsules, and really try to soften through the upper half of your body. Try to let gravity do the work, not resisting. See what it feels like to soften into the intensity for 15 more seconds. Slowly releasing from that deep hip capsule stretch. 1 happy baby flat on our back here. Any variation, you could do some gentle rock side to side. About 30 seconds here, maybe extending the legs out. Any variation of your happy baby that your body is craving. And trust that it knows what it needs. Hug your knees in towards your forehead. Let's take a couple gentle rocks up and down spines. About 5 or 6 rocks. And then we will land in a seated cross shin position. So gentle seated cross shin position. We'll start with a soft gaze and some slow shoulder rolls up, back, down, and forwards. Trying to release any weight from your shoulders. Letting go of anything you're carrying from today. Letting yourself be exactly where you are. Last shoulder roll. Chin comes down to your chest. Tilting your ear to the right side. 3 slow neck circles each direction. Letting yourself move at an extra slow pace. Letting that chin trace against the chest. 2 more circles. Shoulders are soft. Pulling them down and away from the neck. 1 more circle to the right. Great job with the breath. Just imagine all of that tension leaving through the breath. Chin finishes on the chest. 1 breath to reset before we switch sides. And to exhale, tilt the ear to the left. 3 slow circles. Full breaths here. And if any areas feel extra tight, maybe going a little slower through that spot. Trusting your body. Get 1 more gentle circle, already feeling the body more open, more relaxed. Last circle here. Chin finishes on the chest. We're gonna stay here, hands come behind the head, tilt your pelvis and round your back so that your chin comes down to your chest like a seated cat-cow. 30-second hold here at the bottom. My hands behind my head are just about 5% pressure. And And if it feels good, you can also give the back of your neck a gentle massage with your thumbs. I like to take my thumbs and kind of run them down from the base of the back of my skull, down that thick neck muscle that then kind of connects with your traps. Again, only if that feels good for you. Otherwise, a hold for about 10 more seconds. Last breath there. Coming back to a neutral spine. Hand comes outside of the leg. Exhale, spinal twist, 10-second hold. Not forcing, but just exploring the spine. Gently coming through the center with an inhale. And then exhale, other side. Just a gentle wringing out of the spine. We're not forcing today. We're kind of letting our bodies guide the intensity and the pressure. 5 more seconds. Coming back through the center, sending your legs out straight in front of us. Inhale to reach up, and then exhale, a really passive hold today. So just let yourself melt without pulling yourself. Sometimes we get intense, we pull on the toes, we kind of intentionally go deeper, but for today, can you let your whole torso be soft? Option to give the bottoms of your feet a little bit of a squeeze for some grounding, the tops of your toes, or just to let yourself melt over your legs. Everyone's doing a great job with the breath. It's okay to let your breath be heard. If you feel any big exhales, that helps to release any energy. About 15 more seconds in this very passive forward fold. Letting the energy run through you. And coming up to the top, sending the legs out into our straddle. Same thing with our intention of being a little gentler today. Sometimes we kind of force our straddle, but let's just gently melt. Maybe like 2 inches away from your full depth. And just notice that some days require more intensity and pushing through. And other days require pulling back just a bit and softening. And allowing wherever you're at today to be the perfect depth, the perfect intensity. Trusting and allowing where you are at. Full belly breaths in 30 more seconds here. Beautiful work staying with the breathing. Let your torso just soften and melt. Can you let your head hang heavy? From this position, gently inch over to your right leg. Chest is going to be over the right leg, and just a gentle 30-second hold on this side. You'll feel a little bit of that left lower back and lat. Again, I'm not forcing, but just enough where I feel a stretch, but not so much discomfort that I'm tensing up. Finding that softness, that grace, that compassion. Slowly inching to the other side. Everyone's doing such a great job with staying gentle and present. I can feel it. Feeling that stretch through that lower side of the back. Breathing into that right side body. Seeing how much we can melt towards that left. Coming back to the center, let's swing the right leg forward. Left leg comes behind. We'll get 3 forward folds in our 90-90. Hands come in front of the shin. Exhale, reach the chest long over the leg. Melting over it. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, reach the chest long, melt over that thigh. Inhale, press up. Exhale, melt over the leg. 30-second hold. You can let your forehead or your ear rest on your forearms. And again, finding that happy medium between depth and rest. Breathing into that right hip, 10 more seconds. Pressing back up to the top. And simply swinging the left leg around. We'll get one more on the left side before we transition out of these seated poses. Left shin in front. Exhale, melting over that left leg. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, melting forward. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, melting over that shin and letting that head just rest onto your forearms. Close your eyes if you like. Breathing into that left hip. Softness. Can you let your face stay relaxed? Your torso soft. 10 more seconds here. Gently coming up to the top and swinging the legs around into our tabletop position. Getting into our cat-cow today. 1 full minute here at your own pace. I'll leave the first one to start with an exhale to round up to the top, pressing the shoulder blades. And inhale to arch. And for the next minute, move at your own pace. You could follow my lead or move a little faster, a little slower. Trusting your body's wisdom to guide the pace. Beautiful work with the breath. Pressing tall through the ground. And then softening with that arch. Last one here. Dropping down onto the elbows. Starting with our hip circles, similar idea, but tracing a circle with our tailbone. Opening up those hips, 30 seconds one direction. So we're trying to move with the lower half of our spine. Opening up that lower back. Feeling the obliques engaged. And reverse directions the other way. Tracing that circle with our tailbone. Remembering to breathe through this. You'll feel those abdominals working just a bit. Breathing through it. Our hips holding a lot of our emotions, so just let them work through it. One last circle. From this position, you're simply going to move your left hand out a little bit and then drop your right shoulder into your thread the needle. 30-second static hold here. And really letting yourself just melt into the floor. Again, sometimes we force our stretches a bit, which is definitely a time and a place. see if you can just let it be exactly where it is. And you may even get a better stretch that way. Sometimes efforting can hinder our results, and surrendering can make it easier to flow and receive. Gently switching to the other side, send the left arm underneath and through, drop the left shoulder, ear comes to the floor. Let yourself melt. Breathe into that left shoulder blade. And just feel where your body is fully supported by the earth beneath you. One more breath here. Coming back to the center, to our tabletop, pressing up and back into our first downward facing dog. You guys are doing so great. And pedal those heels out, let that chest drop towards the thighs. Feel where your hands and your feet connect with the earth. Start to tippy-toe your toes up towards your hands. Toes facing in. Soft bend in the knees. Wrapping your fingertips underneath your toes. Little spinal decompression. 10-second hold. Pulling up to the top for 5 more seconds. Letting go of the hands. Grabbing for the elbows, exhale, forward fold, ragdoll. Melt over those legs, 30 seconds here, just a gentle sway side to side. Imagine letting go of any racing thoughts, any resistance, any fear. Can you just shake it out of the top of your head, let it exit through the top of your head and out through the breath. Let go of the elbows, staying in that forward fold. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Another forward fold here. Exhale, melt over the legs. Just a 20-second hold. You'll feel a deep hamstring stretch through that back leg and a little bit of your lower back. Breathing through it, hitting all angles of our body here. Last breath on this side, just one more in this position. Uncross the right leg and cross the left leg over the right. Center yourself. And then exhale, forward fold. Final 20 seconds, upside down. Feel that deep right leg hamstring stretch. Beautiful work, everyone. Last breath. Coming back to the center, and then simply inch forward into your high plank. You might need to inch your feet backwards. Lower down to your push-up, to upward facing dog. Sit the hips back. Child's pose with an elbows variation, reaching your elbows behind your shoulder blades, 30-second reset. Breathing into the chest, breathing into your heart space. Sending yourself love and compassion for how you are showing up. Knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. Opening that chest and heart, 10 more seconds here. Coming back into that tabletop once again. This time sending the right leg through into a nice long low lunge here. Hands come inside of the right foot, letting the right knee come off to the side in just a 30-second hold. Breathing into that lower left hip flexor. Trying to stay soft through the upper body, letting this back hip drop towards the floor. Full belly breath. Can you let that back hip relax, maybe just 10%, letting your body know it's safe even in the intensity. Just one more breath here. Sending that left hip back into our forward fold. Exhale, forward fold over the right leg, 30-second static hold. Pulling the hips back so they're squared and centered. And again, for today, we're not overdoing it. We're seeing where can I find a balance of grace and depth. Stay with your breath. Remember your intention that you set. 10 more seconds here. Bring the right hand inside of your right leg. Send the right leg out to the side. Left knee a little bit out to the side for an adductor stretch. We're gonna get 3 rocks. Exhale, sit the hips back. Inhale, rocking forwards. Exhale, sit the hips back. Full breath out. Inhale, rocking forwards. Last one, exhale, sit the hips back. Inhale, rocking forwards. Bring that right knee underneath your body, and then simply step the left leg through other side for those few poses. 30-second hold, now letting that right hip relax. Left knee can slightly fall off to the side, and if you notice yourself forcing in this position, just see if you can kind of loosen up like water. Letting those shoulders relax, soften through the right hip, 10 more seconds. Full breaths in. Are we holding our breath? Send the hip back, 30-second hold in that hamstring stretch. Again, some in between of depth and grace, 30-second hold. Left hand inside the left leg, send the left leg out to the side, right leg scoots just a bit, 3 slow adductor rocks, exhale, send the hip back, inhale, rocking forwards, exhale, send the hip back, inhale, rock forwards. Last one, exhale, hip back. Come back to neutral. Bring that right leg underneath you. From here, brief upper body pose, inching forward into our puppy dog. Exhale, let your chest melt towards the ground, giving those hips a break, just letting that heart open, chest and shoulders open. 30 seconds here. Got about just 8 minutes or so more of some movement. One last breath. Sitting all the way back to our heels into a low kneeling position. If this bothers your knees, you could also do it from a seat, but I find this a little bit better leverage. Exhale, open your chest towards the sky. Inhale, wrap your right arm over your left, give yourself a hug. Inch the hands back 1 inch further. Exhale, round forward slightly, 3 T-spine circles. Tilting your shoulder to the right side, bend. Start to arch your back, keep your chin tucked. Side bend to the left. Round forward, 2 more circles. Maybe closing your eyes. Notice the embrace of your arms against your shoulder blades. Breathing into that upper back. 1 more circle. Coming to neutral. Rounding up to the top. 1 exhale, open the chest, open the arms, expand your heart. And then wrap your left arm over your right. Inch your hands 1 inch further back. Rounding forward, side bend to the left. You're all doing so beautiful with the intention today, so gentle and loving. Just notice the shift in the energy in the room just by how intentional everyone is being. Knowing that collectively, accepting ourselves, accepting others, creates a safe, supportive, welcoming container. Feeling that embrace of your arms, 1 more circle. So nourishing and so loving. Beautiful work. Last circle there. Final couple poses here. Back to our tabletop. We have a couple long pigeons to really open up the hips for our final couple poses. So coming up into a plank, right leg steps through into your pigeon pose. Finding an angle you can hold for a full 90 seconds, melt over that leg. And these will be our last few poses of the day. Let yourself melt and surrender over that right hip. Whatever angle feels best for your body. Enjoying the stillness and accepting wherever your body, your mind, and your energy is at today. Knowing wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be. Full belly breaths into that right hip. More seconds here. Slowly coming out of that side, we have 1 more stretch on the right. You're going to swing the left leg all the way forward. Swing the right leg behind you into a half saddle. Now the most important thing here is we don't feel our kneecap. You want to feel your quad and your hip flexor. Option 1 is a tall saddle. Option 2 is down on the elbows. Option 3 is all the way down and listen to your body. And we're here for 1 minute. We'll then repeat on the other side for our final 2 poses. And as long as you're not feeling your kneecap, all other intensity is welcome. Send your breath to your belly. Be open. Opening your hip. Opening your heart or mind. Stay present in knowing what we resist persists, and what we surrender to becomes easy and aligned. Beautiful work, everyone. Stay with the breath. Last breath here. Ever so gently pressing out of that pose, especially if you're at the bottom. Swing your left leg forward into your pigeon pose. So shifting out of that, take your time. Immediately swinging into that left side pigeon. 90 seconds here, second to last pose of the day. Arrive however you need to. Melting over that left leg. You let go. Just be so proud of yourself for being here on your mat, dedicating this hour to your physical and mental health. You're already doing the work. You're already here. More seconds. Coming out of that left side pigeon, final pose of the day, left side saddle, all the same principles apply. One last minute, sliding down to whatever angle that you need today. Opening your heart towards the ceiling. Surrender into the intensity. Full belly breath. Just letting your body tell you the depth that it's needing today. Final breath here. Wherever you are at, slowly unravel from that saddle. And if you can, turn yourself 180 degrees around so that your head is facing the bowls. And then whenever you feel complete, landing in your Shavasana, flat on your back, palms open to receive. And we'll start to transition to our sound healing. Now would be a good time to grab a sip of water if you need it. Just stay present in your body and your breath. Accepting where you are. And if this is your first sound bath healing, know that there's nothing you need to do. Just being open to receiving. And exactly where you are is the perfect place to be. So we'll do about the next 15 minutes and really allow this to be a place for you to rest, receive, and feel so held and safe and supported exactly where you are. Our intention for our Reiki infused sound bath healing is going to be acceptance. And with that, we will begin. white and loving light that continues to run and flow through every cell of your being, both physical and energetic. And this loving light, it dissolves away any blocks, any resistance, any fear from your body. And it gives you a sense of safety and this inner knowingness that you are so loved, so held, so guided. This allows you to fully let go, to fully trust and surrender and have faith, accepting your circumstances while knowing that everything is happening for your highest good. This brings a sense of peace and ease to your whole being, allowing you to simply be. Scan your body and you notice how easy it is to just be and accept and surrender. And you now have integrated this knowingness within you that you are always held and taken care of. With a last deep breath in, breathe in that knowingness into your heart. Exhale, release. Whenever you are ready,